Hello, all you ghosts, ghouls, and goblins out there. Will Be Ghost here, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time we were able to take down Vort and made our way into the Undead settlement. Today we're delving deeper into this cursed village to see what secrets it's hiding. There's strange faces around every corner, plenty of ways for me to get myself killed, and maybe even a few friendly faces if we're lucky. Aw, did I totally miss that guy with a fireball? Go figure. Fireball. Fireball. Those guys are annoyances. I've got no idea how many times I'm going to die today, but we're gonna push forward, explore everything this place has to offer, and see how far we can make it before Dark Souls decides to remind me who's really in charge. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? Isn't there a guy thing up here? Nah, that's someplace else. So grab your ass to sharpen your weapon and let's get into it. Oh, hey, look, that body's still twitchy. Not no mo. It did no. Anyways, we can find a few small shields here. If you go on over this way, you can actually find a few of these guys. Nope. Ow. Shows how well my perception is at this current moment this morning. I have no idea how I did not dodge that. But you got that feller there. You should have one. If you roll on over this way. There we are. There he is. Toss a fireball at him if you want. Down he goes. You also got... I thought there was one over here. So it is just him who is up there. He should be trying to make his way over here now. Which he doesn't seem to be able to. There should be two more of them down here. There he is. One of them ain't a very good shot, is there? They're mainly guarding whatever bloody critters are down here. And they will become annoyances extremely quickly, trust me. Ooh, charred fire bundle. Very nice. That is useful against one of the bosses. Do we just get a throw? Can I finally wear a hat? I'm wearing the pyromancer's crown. I can finally wear a hat. I'm a thrall now. I'm a funny person. But we're going to make our way up this way, collecting a few of the items as we go. And we actually have a special item over this way we can knock down. If you remember in the last episode, Grey Rat asked us to find his wife. Ow. Mother trucker. Take that. Oh, they also dropped their item. That is cool. But we're going to grab some repair powder here. I have no idea why they added repair powder. And screw you for dropping rubbish. But we can roll... I'm not going to roll on down there. Rolling down there causes damage, and I'm not going to do that to y'all. I'm not going to show y'all the damage you can take from rolling down there. But if you continue on over this way, you will be able to grab... I do believe it is Loretta's ashes. Loretta's bone, yes. Bloody hell. She's gonna hit this real quick. Boom. I am trying to stay as far away from them as I can. A bit high. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. I wanted to hit the barrels here. Boom. Well, anyways, I'm trying to stay as far from these guys as I can. Another soul. Because soon I will have to do running Soon I will have to run in there, past the Great Witch there, who will try giving you a hug for that Estus shard. Then you grab this here for an ember, and if you're really dangerous, instead of going through there, like most people will do on their first try, you just follow the bridge here. Now, there are two ways we can do this. We can follow the bridge, go through there, and find a special secret area where you can, if you let one, you can actually get behind one of the big guys. But I'm not really opting to do that right now, because, yeah, I'm not trying to get myself killed yet. Go on rolling down that way, if you can make... Whoop. Dodge the fireball as you go. That is another Titanite shard. Oh, and so, if y'all don't remember, I have not upgraded this axe at all. Hence, playing Dark Souls for several years. No, you can be just... I'm not gloating or anything. I hate gloating and everything like that. I see no point in it. Because I have found it don't really work in real life either. Being in the military, I have heard people gloat, and I have hated them as much as always. Go ahead and kill these guys. We're going to work our way on over here. Knock him off the edge. Wait, is that an item down there? Hold up. That's something I've never seen before. Oh no, there is no item down there. Huh. Thought I saw something down there. Anyways, here is finally the person we need.
Unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. You've been dabbling in pyromancies, it seems. Well then, care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
Yes.
Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
And voila. We do not open his cage, he just disappears, and we have an item right here. Hand axe. The same as we got here, so I completely forgot I had a shield. The fun part about having stuff like this is we can dual wield. That is throwing a fireball. Oh, I guess it ain't like Dark Souls. Normal Dark Souls. Oh well. Back to parrying. Until I can get my parry dagger at least. Now, am I ever good at parrying? Fudge. No. Sorry, I'm trying to cuss less for my videos. It is not proper of me to do so. Or so I've been reformed to think through all of YouTube nowadays. But today we are going to find our little old pyromancer that we just rescued here at up here. And actually, before we even go see the pyromancer, do we have any ashes for her?
I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me, as is thy wont. No?
She is a crazy old creep.
Ashen One, if might bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new well. Is it not our sorry fate to
Well, here we can purchase everything from purple moss, which I will be needing at a later date. Mind you, she only sells 6 of them. Embers, amongst other weapons and trinkets and gear. Now, usually whenever I start a new playthrough of this, I'm usually starting as a deprived, so I always end up buying the full chain armor along with the warrior's round shield. But she does sell a few spells like Soul Arrow or Pharaon Dart, which aren't
Ashen?
really that good. But then we got him.
Ah, well met. 'Tis what needs smithing.
What needs smith today? Today we are actually reinforcing our
be
Estus
careful.
flask due to the shard we just got, so now we have 6 instead of 5. He should be right here, shouldn't he? There he is. I forgot. That's where the wizard sits. Speaking of wizard, 14 intelligence. Okay.
Ah, there you are. I wish to express my gratitude for trusting a lowly pyromancer and allowing me to gaze upon this majestic flame. As promised, I will impart pyromancies to you.
Alrighty. We can also reinforce our flame here with Titanite shards. We have 4 of them. So also I'm going to go ahead and do that so we can do a bit more damage. We can also purchase items from him like the whole pyromancy garb that we're already wearing, or pyromancies themselves. Like Fire Surge, which is just emits a constant stream of fire. Great Combustion. That is actually what we need, which is 3,000 souls.
Do not be gone for... What is it?
What is it now, people? So what we're going to do here is we actually have quite a few souls we can pop. Because I rarely ever use souls nowadays, because if I lose them, it's whatever. That is enough. He welcomes us, you know, yada yada, and voila. Great Combustion.
Do not be gone for long. What is a teacher without a pupil?
What is a teacher without a pupil? And since we have Loretta's bone, we can actually
Oh,
come on
hello,
over
you're
here.
back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket, just don't ask me where I got them.
Our little thief here. We can give him his wife's bone.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
With him, we can purchase random things like the thief's mask, hard leather gear, which is actually really good, opposed to other stuff, along with unlimited fire bombs, stuff that reduces bleed buildup, different kinds of swords and knives, along with shields.
Goodbye.
And if you remember last episode, not only did we rescue Grey Rat, we also found this strange guy over here. Which am I gonna do his ending? Who knows? We'll just have to find out.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Now we can actually draw out true strength from him, which is will actually turn us into a hollow, like from the first
Be
game.
safe, champion of Ash.
Essentially what it is we'll have the same effects. Like, I believe it's Dark Souls 2. We get the mark of death. He never has any interesting to say. Do we have our little friend up here? No, we do. Before I speak to him, actually, this is actually the throne of one of my favorite bosses in the game. Like, I absolutely love them. If you've played Dark Souls 3 before, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, then you'll just have to find out. But we're gonna tune spells real quick, and we're gonna remove that and add Great Combustion. See, if we're wanting attunement slots, we are actually going to have to level up. But this is what Great Combustion does. Just shoots out a quick burst of flames. Now, is it better than our... It requires 10 intelligence, 10 faith. But does it say the damage? No, it does not, apparently. It might not be better than Fireball, but here, you know what? Screw it. We need more spells currently. So I'm going to add some souls into attunement. Which, if you have noticed, I have not leveled up much since we beat, I think I might have leveled up a little bit after beating him and getting to the village, but that was really it. Oh yeah, this ain't normal Dark Souls. You gotta talk to a Firekeeper.
Welcome
That's right.
home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Now let's see. I can only add one attunement, which still won't add any, won't add another slot yet. So what we're actually going to do is add it to Faith. Until we beat another... We'll add more attunement once we beat another boss. So as of right now, we're actually going to switch back from this one to this, Fireball. Because it will be better for us for right now. Going back to the cliff side here. Cliff underside. Because there's actually one more ring we can grab. A very useful ring to us. Now, a lot of these videos, it might seem like I have already stated that I have played Dark Souls for years now, especially Dark Souls 3 is one of my more favorite of the Dark Souls series. But these videos, I don't make them for the views, I don't do anything with these videos, I just do them for fun. Because I find making videos fun. And I wanted to do something I enjoyed. Because if you do something you enjoy, are you really working? Which is why I love the military. Because I don't ever consider myself truly working. We're going to kill this guy real quick because he can be an annoyance. Drop down and slash. Voila. He doesn't drop nothing. He's just a pain in the butt. Especially when he pulls out a giant saw. We forgot one more person up there, but that'll be fine. We have an item here, which is just more souls. Since, see what I mean, the annoyance. But we're going to run on over this way and grab a ring here, the Fire Clutch ring. Which actually, I do believe, increases our fire damage. Yep, increases fire damage, but compromises absorption, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't need to absorb that. I don't need to... Absorbing damage is whatever to me, you know? If it happens, it happens. Oh, well. But we're going to head on down this way. Now, typically, what you're going to want to do is avoid the dogs that are around here. Because they are a pain in the butt. I absolutely hate Dark Souls dogs. There's an item here you can grab real quick as well for another soul. Woo! Look at that, he just came out of nowhere, didn't he? Let's see how much this damage is increased. Shall we? Ooh, remember how we were two-tapping these guys? Like they were only taking a little bit of damage? Now we're one-tapping them. We're gonna redo our Estus and heal up real quick. Then drop on down this way. Trying to avoid the dogs as we go, because like I have stated, they are a pain in the butt. I hate fighting the dogs here. Dark Souls dogs, Souls-like dogs in general, I don't like them. Oh, did we just die? Oh, we just died. Yeah, that's fine. I expected to die. Are you truly a Dark Souls veteran if you don't expect to die on occasion? I'm joking. It's a joke, you know. But like I was saying, I don't make these videos for any other purpose but besides the fact I enjoy making videos. I find doing this kind of stuff fun. I don't do it for work. It's just something I do. You know what I mean? Look, some free souls right there. We're going to try and avoid them there. See if we can one-tap the mutt here. Perfect. Collect our 2,000 souls that were dropped. And now, time for the fun part, the rats. Can we make the... Ah, nope, I missed. Oh, I just hit the rat already. Now, why am I using just my flame on these little rats here? Because I don't like fighting them. You can also get souls and whatnot there. But the one I'm actually more worried about is the one that's over here. See if we can get the aim right real quick. A little low. A little lower. Then you go a little bit higher. Ah, there's the sign of the rat there. See, the whole reason I'm trying to get into this fog here is throw it at the little rat. That feller. There we go. We actually get from them the blood clutch ring, which actually helps improve bleed resistance, I believe. Either bleed resistance or bleed damage, which we will actually be replacing this ring here with it. Let's see. Yep. Increases bleed resistance, which is something we will need somewhat while we are here. We go through that gate there, and we have a bonfire right here we can collect real quick. Now, there are two things we can do here. We can run this way, go to the tree, avoid the entire attack from the giant, which is actually up there. He's up in a tower over there, which we will have to avoid him until we can get pretty much a Yuletide branch to him. I call it a Yuletide branch. It's just a white branch, which if we are able to successfully avoid his attacks, come on, there it is. See, it's easy to tell when he's attacking. That's fading souls, white branch. There we go. Whoop. And along with a few embers. See, look, that is the whole reason I did not want to come over here yet. Is because he is more focused on you than he is of them. So something we're actually going to do real quick is, if you want me to see me go through killing each and every one of these guys, I can. But I can do that at a later date once we are stronger. Because as of right now, I don't feel like doing it because, well, you see. We're still running through the game with a level 1 axe and finally a +1 pyromancy flame. Here's the big feller. Go ahead and take care of the big feller real quick. There we go. And then we can take care of the little fellers here now. But as I keep trying to say, before getting distracted by playing this wonderful game, is, as I have stated before, I do YouTube for the fun of it. I don't do it for any other reason. I just find enjoyment in doing it. I enjoy the community and all that, and I enjoy telling y'all showing y'all how games can be played better, how things are done proper sometimes. Come on. Fine, don't come down. That's your choice, Mutt. But something we're actually going to have a little bit of fun with is, I absolutely hate going through this village here. Hey, that was actually a perfect throw. So what we are actually going to do is try to deal with these people as little as. Woo! There we go. Come on, can I get you off the edge? No, I can't get you off the edge. Hence why we have the clutch ring there. If you notice, I was actually able to get them a heal up real quick. Bloop. Oh shit. I didn't know he could fit through the door. Up, up, up. Crap, crap, crap. Crap. Die already. Fine. Annoyance. You see why I find these guys annoying? They just don't want to die. But look at that, we're actually already up to 4,000 souls, which means we can actually level up Attunement a couple of times if we so wished. Which I will not be doing until I get past these guys. There we go. There is actually going to be one more up here, I believe. Up around this corner? No? Alright, well we do have a gentleman here who is actually guarding a wonderful little blind lady in there who can teach us miracles if we so wished. But we do not have the time for miracles, so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to enter here. But as we come into here, we will see this go up. Oh no, we missed our elevator. Whatever shall we do? Not to worry too much, we shall have him. Our very first opinion of him since the first game.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere. This lift, with a little warming up, venture. I've got to use my head and think.
So this is Sigurd. Most of us, well, I mainly refer to him as either Doughboy or the Onion Knight. Mainly due to the way his armor makes him look like an oversized onion, especially his helmet. But he actually has a fun little story which I have never personally been able to completely play through. But that little trick there I did, you step onto the pressure plate and roll off the meat and get off as soon as you can, so it goes back down and you get to come up here. Up here is, as he was stating, is where the giant arrows are coming from. Because what you do is, if you don't want to get struck, is there's a giant up here who's actually tasked a friendly little guy, well, friendly big ass guy right here, who is actually tasked with guarding that little tree over there. And if you just come on over this way, there you have the Cathedral of the Deep. Which, can he see it from here? No, he can't, so I don't assume it was him then. That is actually where we'll be exiting out real quick. We'll be going through that little area down there so we can get onto that highway and make our way that way. It shall be a good bit of fun because we will make our way around into the area there and then down into the green swamps you will see down there. But that path right there is what leads to the Cathedral of the Deep. I can see the entrance just over there, and I know that route almost by heart at this point because you have to go past the Great Sage, and I've played this enough. But enough about that. That little yew branch over there you see, you talk to this gentleman.
I help anytime. I help anytime.
That is literally all he says. He is, "Who are you?" You show him the branch and he helps, and that is his bow. It is a giant bow because you've seen the arrows he shoots. But then, if we want, we will step right onto this elevator again. Do I have the necessities of fighting the creature that is currently over there yet? No, I do not. But like Sigurd was saying, the elevator only seems to go down, right? Until you either go down and then come back up and he will be gone, or you just make the elevator go up and he will go up himself. We're gonna head on this way real quick, and I know it might not seem like fun, but I am actually going to cheese something real quick because for me personally, it is a pain in the butt to fight. Grab this, which is this person right here. Exactly. It is a wonderful thing that you are immune when opening doors, because otherwise I would not have had a good time with him. We're gonna rest here real quick, and then let's have a bit of fun with this guy, shall we? Yeah, I have done this countless times with arrows before, and just cheesed him because, like I said, he is a pain in the butt to fight, and I personally absolutely hate fighting him. Voila. All we do is get a straight sword from him, which we don't have the dex to wield, which is perfectly fine. How much does it take for us to level up? 1600. We could technically level up attunement a couple of times if we so wished. But real quick, something I'm actually wanting to show y'all is why is just a wee bit of fun up here. Now, are my spells going to be effective against what I am fighting? Probably not. But that is perfectly fine. I've only been recording for the last 30 minutes. As y'all know, I have no fancy recording equipment. I just use the PlayStation recording feature and then use another app to upload it. While we're waiting for this to come down real quick. That was just Pinterest going off on my phone. It is perfectly fine. We're gonna head up here real quick, and instead of following the elevator all the way up, we're actually gonna roll off right here. Voila. You remember Sigrid, right? He is just going to be sitting here, and voila.
Oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road. I could try talking some sense into him. No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my head and think. I could try talking some...
He's just going to repeat the same thing over and over again. Now, what you actually do here is you talk with him, and then you head on down this way and go ahead and provoke that said creature.
No! You should have waited!
No, I did not mean to skip through all that. I was trying to pick up the item there. See, will our fire do much damage? No. But he will do damage to us. Holy heck. Whoop. And we are dead. Voila. Go. And that's the last hit. Good show. Ah, yes, that is what we get from here.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make.
Ah, yes.
To your
secret
valor,
goal.
my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Ah, I miss him.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Long may the sun shine. I have not heard that in forever. For the main fact of, that was Solair's thing. And whatnot. We can actually grab... Can we even wield the large club here? No, we can't even wield it two-handed, can we? No, we cannot. We can punch things to death. So that's just about it. As you see that little wiggly body right there? See if I can do this. Ah, first try. Very nice. It's actually where we get the Northerners' armor. Wrong one, which is actually a good bit better than what we're wearing. As for... we're still medium rolling, so that's good. That's all we really need is a bit of medium roll. So is there anything around here? No, y'all have already seen me come down this way. Ah, look, another person right there. Are they wiggling? No. Can we hit them though? Nope. A little bit more that way. Oi. Just hit him. Alright. Come on. I'm wasting my fire magic on you. Hit him. Can we not hit him? The heck? So we can hit that body. There we go. Why was that taking so long? I mean, yeah, I could have just rolled up here and hit both bodies and whatnot, but, you know, I'm not the smartest. I'm not exactly the brightest. Don't mind me, I haven't really recorded for this long in a hot minute. Something I'm going to show y'all real quick is do not go over here. If it's your first time, don't go here. It is a trap because that thing will drop down if it senses you there. But we're going to head on this way because there's actually a few more things around here, like this here. More trap, but, you know, just an alluring skull. You'll be fine. Just dodge through it, you'll be fine. The whole reason I'm bringing y'all over this way is, oh look, dogs. Is we're going to head on up this way because, you know, the giant mage from the original, from the first bit, the one we were actually... Are you kidding me? I dropped all the way down. Oh, come on now. We're going to heal up real quick because we actually can't go back the way we came. So we get to go through all of it again. Thought that was an item. It was just a very shiny metal wheel. We get to head on back this way. Past the abominations here. Which you can actually find a nice one, I believe, that you can talk to. There's more around here as well. I don't believe there's items up here, though. Is there? No, it's just people who were withered. Or correction, cursed. Oh, look. Chest. That is what brings that feller down there. We're gonna try, as we might, get away from all of that. Heal up where we can because those are annoyances. Grab that there, and then we're gotta run this way and jump. Voila. Now comes the fun part. We heal up real quick. And a little tidbit of Dark Souls lore here is the more you have on you, the more damage you can actually take while falling. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. Just for a chlorophyte ring. There's the proper gear that we need. And y'all, thank you for joining me for this wonderful video. I know it's a bit longer than it usually is, which is fine. But I will be ending it here. Sitting very weirdly on a rooftop here. We might go there next, which I might wait till I'm later into the game because that one can be a bit of a pain in the ass. But we will then be headed back through the road there, which is where I will see y'all next time. And always remember, coffee is better than tea.